with Fred Pollard, Mississippi Hippie. Grateful Dead Day. I love this. 8th annual.
It's the third annual.
Third annual?
Yes.
Oh.
Yep.
Man, I better start.
It seems like I've had the shop for 8 years. But
I just want to point out, I'm sorry, Fred. I was thinking about something. I promise I haven't started drinking margaritas yet. I know it's early.
It's the day for it.
But Fred, this is really cool. I've been checking everything out on Facebook, and whether it's Mom Said No, me dropping a pin, or Mississippi Hippie, there's a bunch of great stuff you're working on. And to have this type of event is a great way to kind of really just emphasize those things.
Yeah, definitely. It's I like Grateful Dead Day because it's a chance for families to come out. It's a chance for people to shop and see kind of what the Grateful Dead experience is all about, as far as some of the hardcore followers, the way that they dress, the way that they look at things, the way that they have this tight-knit community. It's just a good chance for people to come out and have a good time and see something that may be a little different than what they're used to.
So how did this start developing? What was the idea always there to do something to highlight this and to celebrate Grateful Dead Day, or was this just something you thought of on the spur of the moment?
A little bit, yeah, spur of the moment kind of
thing. I
love it. Yeah, it was just the more I learned about the Grateful Dead community, and of course I came across, Grateful Dead Day, and I thought, well, I mean, we have a hippie shop that has a Grateful Dead store in it, so it just makes sense to do something on that day. Mm-hmm. So it just kind of, took off from there, and the last year was really a terrific turnout.
Yeah.
We had a great time. Everybody had a really good time with the activities and shopping and everything. So we just thought, well, it's, don't fix something if it's not broken. So we're just going to keep it going.
I'm telling you what, it's really great. And you're right, because it seems like Grateful Dead brings multiple generations together too. It's I've seen younger kids that are getting into it. Believe it or not, I know a few 10-year-olds that are already turned on some Grateful Dead on their Spotify, and it's got to be cool to be able to bring everyone together with one legendary band that really changed it all for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really funny, and I didn't really see it because I wasn't really a deadhead when I purchased the shop. And just the people that I've seen coming into the shop, the regular customers, we have, people in their 70s that, tell me stories about how they spent, 3 years following the Dead, and, they were at Woodstock, and, I get to hear all kinds of stories like that. And then, we get families come in where the kids, it's the next generation and they're also into it. We also get teenage girls that come in that, I mean, if you asked them to name a Grateful Dead song and you'd pay them $100 to do it, they couldn't do it. But they love the fashion, they love the style, and they love the vibe. So we get across the board. It's a really good mix of people, and just to be able to interact with all the different types of people that are involved, it's really interesting.
It really is. And I just think it's great to really have this. And what better really tie-in than with Mississippi Hippie to have that perfect shop, that perfect location for it. And by the way, I am one of the biggest fans of Mom Said No. So we have a tradition now with this Mississippi Earth Tones Festival. Whenever it was on Broadway, that's how the tradition started. But now we just have to take a little bit of a drive now, just up the road or a walk. And now every time the Earth Tones Festival is going on, we have to pop into Mom Said No and check out some stuff and go see the great stuff. But tell me a little bit more about this event. When what's the time? When does it start? And how long are we going to be out there having some fun for?
Well, it's Sunday, this coming Sunday, May 7th, from noon to 4. Hopefully the weather holds out. Right now it's looking like a chance of storms. They're saying later in the evening, so I'm hoping that we bypass that. It's supposed to be warm, so but we're going to have tables set up outside. We're going to have hula hoops. We usually have sidewalk chalk drawings and music and just all kinds of stuff. So it's going to be a really cool day.
That's really cool. And I should have asked you this question off the air, but I did see something on the event listing. Are you doing 10% off on
We are.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So, Fred, let me ask you this on there.
If I wasn't before, apparently I was going to now.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Daily Show, promo code 10. Anyway, with that being said, so I did see that we're Grateful Dead merchandise, 10% off. That's really cool. Gives everybody that incentive to go pick some stuff out.
Yes, definitely. Everything Grateful Dead in the store is 10% off. And we've got, of course, we've got an entire rack of Grateful Dead t-shirts. We've got the largest variety of Grateful Dead t-shirts in the region. We also have women's clothing. We have hats. We have
I like the hat.
We have jewelry. We have all kinds of, merchandise like Grateful Dead action figures, soup bowls, coffee mugs, water bottles, mouse pads, just you name it. So yeah, so anything with the Steal Your Face logo or the dancing bears or Grateful Dead on there somewhere, it's 10% off. Yeah,
that's really cool. And to me, I just think it's great that you have so many great things that these are perfect Christmas gifts, Father's Day gifts, and I shop for Christmas a year ahead of time because I got caught 3 times in a row now of doing the Christmas Eve shopping. Not recommended, but throughout the year I'll go and stop by and go, oh, that's perfect. You know what? And you guys have so many great selections of things, whether or not it's Grateful Dead or you name it, that really fit everybody. I mean, it's really cool to have such a multi-generational store.
Well, and between the two stores, my goal was just to have something for everybody.
Yeah.
So, whether it's on the Mom Said No side or the Mississippi Hippie side, whether it's clothing, whether it's gift ideas, whether it's vintage toys, it's just I want something for somebody, no matter who they are when they come in the door. So I've always said that my goal is to either make somebody laugh out loud at something in my shop, or to look at my shops and say, oh my gosh, I haven't seen one of those in forever. So I figure if they come in and they do either one of those things, then I've done my job.
Absolutely. Now, let me ask you, when did you start the store, the first store?
I actually opened up Mom Said No in 2019. I was still in media at the time, and it was just a weekend pop-up shop in the lobby of Mineral Springs. Mineral Springs was nice enough to give me that spot. So I did that for a little while, and then during the COVID lockdown, Donna Nunnally, who is the owner of It's Raining Zen, she actually opened up Mississippi Hippie, and she came to me during the lockdown and said, look, I'm looking to expand some of my ambitions with It's Raining Zen. We're looking to do some exciting stuff there. And she's like, it's just a lot to try to keep up with, to juggle all these shops. She had 3 at the time. So she said, would you be interested in taking Mississippi Hippie? And she wanted somebody that she knew would be able to keep her dream alive, kind of keep the vibe going, keep it to
the identity of it.
And what it was meant to be. So I went ahead and made the decision to do that. And then in 2020, the fall of 2020, I moved Mom Said No into the Mississippi Hippie space, kind of smushed them together. And then a few months ago, the space next to Mississippi Hippie opened up. So we moved Mom Said No back into its own space again. So
getting pretty good at moving, huh?
Yeah. We like to keep things active, and I guess I was bored. So.
I love that. So I'm looking. When I was looking at the flyer, I saw, you guys are having some raffles maybe too?
Yeah. We've got a gift basket full of Grateful Dead stuff that we're gonna raffle off. We're gonna pull the winning ticket, I believe, shortly after we close at 4. And everyone who spends at least $20 in the shop is automatically entered to win.
That's really cool.
And then we're also having giveaways. What we usually do is my partner in crime, Lindsay, she will go through and grab the crowd and yell out trivia questions related to, the Grateful Dead or the Beatles or something 60s related. And the first person to get the right answer gets, either a T-shirt or a tumbler or a calendar. We've got all kinds of stuff that we're
right on. I'm loving that.
Yeah, so that's going to be going on all day long.
Now, when you started when you did this the first time, was it all? Have you guys added on to this throughout, and added the different components to it? Or when you did it the first time, did you think, wow, actually, this is right where it needs to be?
It's kind of a repeat of last year.
That's great.
Last year went really well, and everything. I couldn't have asked for a better turnout, and everybody had a great time. And again, I just figured, why not keep going with, what's working.
Well,
So
you're right. And because it seems like sometimes when somebody has that one really good event or, just everything went off without a hitch, it's like, all right, now let's add this. And then it all falls apart because of that one, add-on. I learned that a long time ago. If, like you said, ain't broke, don't fix it. And so I see that you guys have so many things, and it's really for all ages too. And that's something that's good to highlight. This Grateful Dead Day is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, there are components of our shop that are aimed at the 50-year-old that's never going to grow up. But we also, I mean, I love when we have families come in and kids will pick up like a yo-yo or a trapeze toy or an Etch-a-Sketch and be like, I have no clue what to do with this.
Where's the screen?
Yeah, exactly. And the parents have to show them, And I mean, even I've had people in their 20s and 30s pick up a trapeze toy, and it's the one where you squeeze the bottom and they, do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they'll pick that up and they'll shake it and turn it upside down and can't figure out how to do it, And I mean, people, like I said, people in their 20s, and I'll help them. I'll grab the bottom and squeeze and make it do its little acrobatic thing, and they're just like, oh, that's amazing. I'm like, we grew up with those, I guess. You get as much of a thrill out of it as we did back then, I guess.
That's fantastic. And I got to ask you, it seems like there's so many times where, to me, that would be my favorite part of the job, is to see, those multi-generations coming in and the kid picking up the toy the dad played with or mom played with or whoever. And is that one of the biggest highlights of doing what you're doing?
It is. I mean, there's so much to, I don't know, working in media.
Right.
I got to interact a lot with the community, which I loved doing. But in a lot of times it was either in a negative aspect. I mean, they weren't real happy to be talking to you, or they had an agenda for promoting, kind of like what I'm doing right now. But it's just, I don't know. It's just different somehow.
Yeah.
To have people just wander in. A lot of times they have no intention of buying anything. They just saw the sign and came in, or they just wanted to come in and hang out for a little bit. And just the interaction, whether it's, the little kids and getting to see them, interact with toys they maybe have never seen before, or, adults that want to relive their childhood or, want to check out what's new in the Grateful Dead inventory, no matter what it is. It's just different. It's just the connection. I really, really enjoy doing the one-on-one, face-to-face kind of thing. So it's really nice to be able to do that on a daily basis.
I bet. And I that to me would be the best part of it, is this, having that really the opportunity to really connect and just enjoy, and with that being said, I'm going to give you the 60 minutes question now. You're going through this 4-hour event on Sunday, May the 7th, noon to 4. What's your favorite part about it? Is it the vibe? Is it the atmosphere? Is it something specific you guys do? What's the reason that you keep bringing this back?
I think a lot of it is that people look forward to it.
Yeah.
I had a lot of people last year that said that they were sorry they missed it, and people from out of the area. I have people from, I have deadheads from not necessarily really from the Alton area. It's more, people from St. Louis, people from Jerseyville, people from Granite City. They come to us, and they really like the focus on the Grateful Dead aspect of it. So they will make a special trip. A lot of times people will be like, oh, I can go there anytime. Kind of like, me and the Arch. I never go to the Arch because it's right there.
Exactly. I've never been.
But you've never been to the Arch.
No, I've never been to the Arch.
See, that's a perfect example. I have visitors from out of town that come and visit, and they're like, I can't believe that you live that close to the Arch. I'd be over there every weekend. And I'm like, if it's right there, you never do it.
No.
So a lot of people have that kind of, I'll get there one of these days. But if you have something that it makes them think about it, it's in the forefront of their mind, they'll plan ahead and be like, I'm going to come. And so, yeah, it seems like that's what they like. And that's something that works. And so we're just going to keep doing it.
I just think it's great that, you're bringing in, like you just said, to have folks coming in from, out of different communities and different towns coming in. I mean, it helps everything, because I'm sure after they go into the Grateful Dead Day celebration, they're going to go hit up a restaurant, or they're going to go, potentially go somewhere else. And that all that just spreads the love. And it's all because of just events happening like this one. And it's great to support those things too.
Right. We love, and I mean, the weekends are always touristy for that whole block. And it's always great to see people from out of the area that come and see us and the foot traffic, because exactly like you said, they're gonna go to It's Raining Zen, they're gonna go to the Brass Monkey, they're gonna go to A&A, and then they're gonna eat at Bluff City Grill or Brown Bag Bistro, and so it's just it really helps that whole the whole community of weirdness is what I call it.
I love that. That's great.
Because I mean, our block is really for the unusual, so it's not, we're not Walmart. So.
No motorized scooters here,
Right. Well, I mean, there might be, but as far as the inventory and the clientele, it's a little bit off the beaten path.
I love it. Well, it's one of my favorite things to do because it's so unique and it's just enjoyable. It's the people, like you said, that come in and shop that make it fun too, because everyone's in a good mood. Mm-hmm. There's never, like you said, the Walmart shopper that hates being in there and they just got to hurry up and get out.
Yeah.
They're here to enjoy, and I think it's great. So with that being said, we've been talking for a couple of minutes now, but I want to get every detail we can. May the 7th from noon until 4. Take us through a brief overview again of what all is happening on this Grateful Dead Day celebration event.
We're going to have tables set up outside unless it rains, in which case we'll move them inside. We're going to have sidewalk chalk. We're going to have face painters. We're going to have hula hoop contests. Inside, we're going to have, of course, music. Fortunately, there's not room for live music, but you can bet we'll be playing, some obscure Grateful Dead stuff here and there. And the shop is fully stocked. I mean, all the racks are packed with clothing that we've been, kind of building up the shop to be ready for this. So there's lots to choose from. And we'll be having giveaways throughout the day. And then we'll also be giving away a gift basket too. So lots of stuff going on.
So I will see you out there on May the 7th. But one last question for you. I just want to ask you about the building, where you guys are located. To me, there seems like there's no other place you guys really should be. It's the perfect fit. Is that kind of how you feel about Mineral Springs?
It is. Mineral Springs is just... I don't really know how to describe it. It's just there's a vibe there, and of course there's the whole aspect with the haunted Mineral Springs and the tours that go on there and everything, and people love to come in and ask me stories about what experiences I've had there. I bet. Everything. So yeah, really is a great place. I mean, it just seems like it all worked out the way it was supposed to, where we ended up where I think we needed to be as far as again, attracting the weirdness, and weirdness with me is never an insult, so I welcome it.
There you go.
And it just it all fits together, I think, really well.
Absolutely. So I will see you there on May the 7th. It's the Grateful Dead Day, really just celebration. I think it's going to be fun. Face painting and giveaways, raffles, you name it. And Fred Pollard there with all the great cast and crew of Mississippi Hippie, and Mom Said No having some fun too, man. Thanks for stopping by and talking with me today.
Thank you.
We'll take a quick break. It's 9:37 right here on this 5th day of May in downtown Alton. We'll come back and talk to the Sierra Club because they got some great things coming up. Speaker series, some hikes, all things we can do as a community together after a quick break.